Hi, my name is Atticus Sharp. I am a sophomore electrical engineering student at the University of Wisconsin-Platteville, and I'm going to be showing you a very basic overview of a three-stage audio amplifier design. This is an audio amp that I built for my analog electronics final project. So here's a basic block diagram. We have a buffer stage. This stage will be a common collector set up with a BJT for very high input impedance. The gain stage, which will consist of two common emitter BJTs that will provide adequate gain, and we have an output stage that will provide very low output resistance. Also, the output stage is going to have a very high current gain and a very high collector current, so I'll need to keep that in mind when I select a transistor for the output stage. I ended up selecting a EE3020, which can dissipate a lot of power, 20 to 40 watts depending on what brand you buy. Then obviously over here I've got my speaker, selected an 8 ohm speaker, and here I'm looking at, I'm going to be using a mic for my input, and the mic I chose has an output impedance of about 2.2 k ohms. Alright, so here's the schematic of the circuit I designed for this project. A very important thing to keep in mind right off the bat is the biasing of each of these transistors. I chose a VCC of 15 volts, so for each of these transistors to have a Q point in the center of their load line, I need to have a VCE of 7.5 volts. Next, to get the gain that I wanted, which I designed the circuit to have an overall gain of about 240, I kept in mind that the gain of this common collector input stage was about 1, and same with this output stage, also a common collector, has a gain of about 1. So then, to get a gain of 240, I chose this transistor to have a gain of about 40, and this transistor to have a gain of about 6. To adjust the gain for each of the transistors in the gain stage, which is here, I use these two capacitors to adjust how much resistance was seen at the emitter terminal in AC. So in other words, I knew that I needed 1.9 kilo ohms here seen by DC and 80 ohms here seen by DC, but I only wanted 30 ohms here seen by AC and 0 ohms seen here by AC. And that way I could easily adjust the gain for each of these two. This is to verify that the amplifier works. I have it hooked up to power supply, and as you can see, test 1 2 3, test 1 2 3. Amplifier is working using the mic as an input.